Hey, so I'm just going to do a quick video on sheathing and unsheathing. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm just in the top-down template. We're going to make a new folder called Blueprints. And then in there we're going to make a new folder called Items. And in there we're going to make a new blueprint class, make it an actor, and we're going to call it BP base weapon. And then in there we're going to add a static mesh, and I'll just type sword, and we can get the ornate sword. And so that's all we need to do here. Now for our character, we're just going to hit edit top-down character there so we can jump right into him. And then we're going to go to the mesh and then hit the magnifying glass so we go straight to the static mesh, or skeletal mesh actually. And then go into the skeleton, and we're going to add some sockets here. So go to hand, and under hand R, add socket, and call it rwep. And then we're just going to move him. Actually, we're going to add a preview asset and call it sword ornate. And then we could just move this, rotate it a little bit. And normally you'd want animations for the hand and whatnot, but we don't worry about that right now. So just put that in his hand there, then save that. And then we're going to go to spline 3 and add another socket here and call it bwep, just for back. And we're going to add a preview mesh here. We're going to call it sword ornate. And we'll just move this so it's on his back. Alright, so just move that a little bit. Alright, so file save all. So now we're going to go to our top-down character again, and we're going to make a few functions, or custom events. So the first function is going to be, so type custom event, and we're going to call it spawn weapon. And we're going to do spawn actor from class, and we're just going to make transform. This isn't going to matter because we're going to attach it to the socket. So we're going to get BP base weapon. So that's our weapon, and we're going to promote this to a variable and call it equipped weapon. And then we're going to do another custom event. We're going to call it equip weapon. And if equipped weapon is valid, then we will do attach to component. We're going to get our mesh, get socket. Actually, sorry, the socket is right there. We don't need to do that. So we're going to call it rwep. I think that's what we called it. And snap to target, and location we can keep world. And then we're going to make another custom event. I'm going to call it sheath weapon. And we're going to do get equipped weapon, right click, convert to validated get. If it's valid, we're going to copy this, but change the socket name to bwep. Now we'll make our code. So 1, when we press 1, if there's no equipped weapon, convert to validated get, then we will spawn weapon. And under spawn weapon, we also want to call equip weapon, just so it automatically goes into the hand, otherwise it's going to be spawning in the void. Now if our equip weapon is valid, we're going to do a flip-flop, and we're going to do sheath weapon, and then equip weapon. So now, if we go into the game, what this should do is when we press 1, if we don't have an equipped weapon, it'll spawn the weapon, which calls this, which spawns the weapon and then equips it in our hand. And then if we press 1 again, it'll sheath the weapon, and if we press 1 again, it'll equip it in their hand, and so on. So let's see if it works. Press 1, weapon in the hand, Guy's moving crazy. Let's just fix that by going into our weapon and turning off collision. So we go again, press 1, it spawns the weapon, press 1 again, it sheaths the weapon. Press 1. Now the only thing you'd want to add to this is playing an animation. And all you do for that is just, for sheath weapon, you do play anim montage, drag the mesh into the target. Actually, you don't even need to do that. I prefer to use, actually, let's get rid of this. Play montage, use this one because you get more options. And then you drag the mesh here, and then you play your equip or unequip, and then on completed you'd call sheath weapon or whatnot. So that's basically how you do that. So I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.